Greetings, wonderful deep divers. I hope your day is going good. Shout out to everybody in the chat, deep divers. That's how we're starting. We're just diving straight into it. Like, that's how we do out here. Shout out to everybody who's diving deep. One love to everybody. If you made it to the live, deep divers, you made it to the live, congratulations, okay? A lot of people don't make it to lives. Well, you made it. You're one of the chosen ones. Oh, yes, deep divers. One love to everybody here. We got a whole lot to talk about. But can we start dancing a little bit, deep divers, and giving thanks, right? Can we do that? Let me move my mic up closer to me. Can we start giving thanks? Can we do that? Can we do that, deep divers? I think we can do that. Let's go. Wait a minute, deep divers. It's the remix. Oh, you don't know? We did a whole remix of this, okay? We just getting in the mood. Getting in the mood, deep divers. Can we get the remix up somewhere? Can we do that? Absolutely, we can. Let's go. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the spoon. Oh yes, shout out to everybody who's here. Let me shout out to Marco who remixed that. Okay, Fabulous producer Marco. One love to each and every one of you deep divers in the chat. I got a lot of love for you. If you made it here, congratulations, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Testing times ahead. Buckle up. Prepare yourself now. So I just put out a video. See, that's the work ethic we have. We just put out a video, then we do a whole live stream afterwards, because a lot of people had a lot of messages. A lot of people had a lot of questions after that video I just put out. So if you got a question, once again, make sure you put it in the chat and make sure you give thanks so I can read the question. Adam, let me start with saying thank you to Adam, giving thanks. Shout out to everybody who's here. A lot of wonderful deep divers. Yes. Shout out to Adam. The chat is overwhelming. That's the whole thing. I keep telling deep divers, this chat moves at 1,000 miles per hour. I read one comment, there's another 1,000 comments in the stream, right? But it's overwhelming in a good way. One love to everybody who's here. Like I said, this is not about me. It's about you. I want to hear from you. Tell me how you're doing, deep divers. This is why it's called a live stream, because we are supposed to be interacting in live time. It's not about me just talking. It's about you communicating with me, and I'm going to read your comments. So put a comment in the chat. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dive deep. Jupiter AA, shout out to the wonderful Jupiter AA. You are appreciated. Sending tons of sweet ass energy, amazing plasma beings, manifesting, and it's absolutely stunning. We already won. Love wins, deep divers. Woohoo! Absolutely, love wins. And you know, there's a tremendous awakening happening on the planet, tremendous shift happening on the planet. And I want to urge you, deep divers, to make sure you are getting out from under the bed. The monster's not going to come and eat you up. Right? Well, that's what it would seem like with everything that's happening on the planet, because fear is rampant. Fear is so prevalent in society right now. And I want to remind you, there's nothing to be afraid of. But I also want to remind you to prepare yourself for what's coming. You see, certain things. Let me give a shout out to everybody who's here. And if you made it here, congratulations. Clap it up, deep divers. Louder, louder, louder. Let me start by giving thanks to everybody who's here. So many beautiful deep divers in the chat. This is Arabella. You are appreciated. Twin Flame Psychic 77. And beautiful soul. Gratitude for your work, brother. I appreciate you. Arabella, I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Let me read these comments, deep divers. Once again, I'm reading every single comment tonight. Dividi, the magnificent one. Shout out to you. Fire Remix, thanks for doing these live streams, Ralph. They really do a lot. Love you all. Well, that's the whole thing, deep divers. I said, hey, we got to go live, because I can make videos. I'm making videos every single day in the heart of nature. And also, I'm making videos by the pyramids, as you can see in today's video. But I said, hey, the way for me to level up, because before 2020, I was not doing any live streams. So when we talk of as well manifestation and becoming your greatest version, you're going to have to set yourself a new challenge. For me, it was, hey, Ralph, you got to go live, because you haven't gone live before 2020. So if you want to go to the next level, Ralph Smart, you're going to have to do live streaming, because live streaming is the future. Live streaming, mark my words, there'll come a time where nobody will need to upload any videos at all. Everything will be live streamed. And it makes sense because live streaming is a fantastic experience to meet deep divers, to talk with them live. And I love to do it. I love to hear from you. I love to see you in live time. I love to read the comments in live time. You can't beat it. Okay. Shout out to everyone who made it here. We got a whole lot to talk about, but first and foremost, we got to read the comments. We got to give thanks, deep divers. Gratitude to everyone. Sandra 1111, gratitude to you. You really helped me get to know the real value of me. I appreciate that, Sandra. One love to Sandra. And we have to know the real value of us today, deep divers. We have to know that we are significant. We have to know that we are powerful. I know with everything that's happening on the planet, a lot of people are feeling like they are powerless. There's nothing I can do about what's going on. No, you can do so much. All you got to do is know your value. That's where we start. You got to know your value to say, actually, my voice matters. You see, I know my voice matters. I put value on my voice, deep divers. I put a lot of value on my voice, but you've got to learn how to put value on your voice. You see, your greatest insecurity, your greatest fear is not that you're inadequate. Your greatest fear is that you know deep down that you are powerful beyond measure. You know that your voice, if you learn how to tap into that throat chakra, it's going to move mountains. So just like Sandra said, learn how to recognize the real value of yourself. You see, everybody has a gift to share. Everybody has a talent. And you better start using yours. You better start saying, actually, I can offer the world something beneficial. Actually, I can inspire someone today. So don't forget that you matter. You matter. Everything you do right now matters. Everybody right now in this time is extremely powerful, more powerful than you know, more powerful than you realize. I'm only one person. I just put out a video. We're doing a live stream. Imagine what you can do as well, right? Imagine what we can all do if we really put our mind to it, because a lot of us, we are gods and goddesses in amnesia. You see, the only thing that makes it seem difficult is the mind. There is no spoon. Slow motion this side. Sandra, we love you. I'm reading every single comment today, deep divers. Drew, the chosen one, shout out to you. Hey, Ralph, sending this message with a bunch of blueberries in my mouth. Hey, you doing the 7-day vegan challenge? Like you're eating. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I got blueberries too. I got kiwis. I got strawberries. Right? Drew, the chosen one, shout out to you. Hey, Ralph, sending this message with a bunch of blueberries in my mouth. Much love to you and all the chosen ones out there. I appreciate you, Drew. You are appreciated. Miss Lady Blessed, shout out to you, the one and only, the phenomenal. You are appreciated. You are also appreciated. You are tremendously appreciated. And I thank you sincerely for being who you are and representing. Queen K, shout out to you. You are appreciated. I'm so high off that. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. Peace, infinite waters. Diving deep once again. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Testing times ahead, deep divers. Prepare yourself now. Get ready. Queen K, you just inspired that right now, okay? You reminded me to woo, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. That's the natural high, deep divers. I'm so high off that good ass prana, baby. It's my birthday today. Hey, let me give you a birthday round of applause, baby. Can I get a hello there? Thanks for doing the live today. Absolutely. I appreciate you. I'm happy it's your birthday. Make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you do that, most definitely. So we're going to get into it. Let me just send a shout out to Patrick. Much love to everyone. Everything is a mindset. Clean your mind and attract your heart's desire. Absolutely, Patrick. We needed that reminder. We needed that reminder. Everything is a mindset. That's why I told you, realize the power of your mind today to do anything you want. Prosperity Carter, you are appreciated, brother. Shout out to you, Ralph, sending you tons of positive energy. I am speaking it into the universe that you will play my song, Be True to Yourself, on the live stream one day. Hey, Patrick, send me the link. You're supposed to put the link inside of the comments so I can read it and play it. Put the link inside there, Patrick, and make sure the song doesn't have any copyrights on it. I'll play it, definitely. So many beautiful people here, deep divers, and it's great to see that so many people right now are truly finding their power. Prosperity Card is one of them. JT Wild, shout out to JT Wild, you are appreciated. Ego holds the body and the mind in 3D problems. Consciousness only knows perfection. Thank you and big hugs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ego holds the body and mind in 3D problems. Listen to what this brother is telling you. Deep divers, do you understand the words that are coming outside of my mouth? Absolutely. Ego holds the body and mind in 3D problems. Consciousness only knows perfection. Thank you and big hugs. Beautiful. Beautiful. We needed that, JT Wild. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate everybody who's diving deep because we're going to get through this together. Anthony Versi, you are appreciated. Clear that throat chakra. Let the lion roar. Always appreciated, brother. Anthony, I appreciate you. Thank you for diving deep. Thank you for being who you are and using your voice, because I see Anthony, he is also sharing a lot of information that can help people. And that's what we all have to do right now on the planet. One love to everybody who's here. So let's dive into it, deep divers. Let's do a little samba, baby. Testing times ahead. Prepare yourself. So a lot is happening right now on the planet, especially with this global pandemic, especially with the state of the world. A lot of people are having a lot of anxiety because things have been put on a hold. Lockdown, school shut, economy collapsed, isolation. And like I said in the video, in a world of 7.8 billion people, nobody should be isolated. In a world of 7.8 billion people, nobody should be alone. Well, nobody wants to be alone. And that's why there's been tremendous pushback. Tremendous pushback. Okay, this is Al Jazeera today. Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. So in the Netherlands, they're going apeshit because they're saying, hey, we want to be free. Okay, they're rioting over there and basically saying we ain't having it. So this gives me a lot of hope that people aren't satisfied with what's happening. People aren't content with what's happening. And people are saying, actually, we're not having it. And this is what you need. You need people who can stand up for their freedoms, just like they're doing in the Netherlands. That's the third night, right? Third night of rioting, people out in the streets, hundreds of people. And, it caused a big stir because a lot of people are realizing that certain nations, their citizens, aren't happy with what's happening on the planet. And, you have to let people know how you feel. When we talk of becoming your greatest version, you got to learn how to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Because if you are silent, you are giving them your consent. Like Anthony says, you got to open your throat chakra. If you are silent, you are giving them your consent. And I want to tell you this, deep divers. There are going to be testing times ahead because things are moving very quickly, as you already know. You know, every single day, the drama seems to intensify. There's more news, or shall I say, not news. There's more propaganda. That's a better word, right? But there's a lot of people who have been steered towards the fear frequency. A lot of people are afraid. Some of these people you even know, family members, friends, people at work. And if you are someone who's not allowing fear to control you, if you are someone who's not drinking the Kool-Aid, if you are one of those people outside saying we ain't having it in the Netherlands, so we realize there's been a lot of pushback, and that's the good news. You know, a lot of people are standing up. A lot of people are standing strong, because I told you, with everything that's happening right now on the planet, there is a desire to lock people down. There is a desire to also shut people down, and we have to stand up for our freedoms. We have to stand up for our rights. Let's just, if you missed the good vibrational music, let me just play it for you, deep divers. I had to take you there, deep diver. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. So many beautiful deep divers. So let me give a shout out to everybody who's here. The wonderful Samantha Jones Free, you are appreciated. I love you, Ralph. I love you too. Showing gratitude for all you do. Let's raise the vibration, y'all. Support your small businesses. We are out here thriving on purpose. Absolutely. The wonderful Jace World on IG, the phenomenal sister, beautiful sister, magnificent sister. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. I want to say, like I said, right now we're living in very powerful times. The goddesses are rising up. The gods are taking their position. And we got to remind ourselves that we're not going to be defeated by Godzilla. Because this is the narrative they've painted, that we don't stand a chance. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You know, the truth is that this is only a tiny page of our grand chapter. Only a tiny page of our grand chapter. And a lot of people sometimes have this kind of doomsday scenario in their mind that it's all ending. It's not ending, it's beginning. And at the beginning, you got to find your bearings. You see, that's why it's very confusing for a lot of people, because this is the first time we're seeing an entire civilization collapse. They don't want schools to shut, because do you know what that's doing? Do you know what that's doing when the schools are shut? I'm asking you that, deep divers. When schools are closed, do you know what that's doing? That's a very bad idea. If you close the programming centers of the Matrix, it means people are no longer going to be programmed. And that's what's happening. Now people are starting to unplug, because now people have a lot of time on their hands. And that's why I told you, even though you have time on your hands, make sure you're using it wisely to unplug, to detach, to also get more in tune with yourself, because that's the solution. Like a lot of people say, Ralph, I got so much free time, I don't know what to do. I do, because this is the time to start preparing for what's coming. This is the time to start getting your mind right. This is the time to start getting your body right. This is the time to start going within yourself so you can get out of their world. But it's exciting times right now on the planet. Let me give a shout out to Spencer Moore, the magnificent, powerful Spencer Moore. You are appreciated, Spencer Moore. Just giving thanks to you, Ralph. Peace and thank you. I appreciate you, Spencer. You are appreciated. Let me read everyone's comment today, deep divers. Isabel, the wonderful. Farita, I'm so glad I discovered you, Ralph. I started watching your videos recently, and each video makes me feel hopeful. East Coast, can I get a hello there? Absolutely. You are appreciated. You are appreciated, Isabel. You are appreciated. So like I was saying, deep divers, a lot of things are happening right now on the planet. There is a huge global uprising happening, and we can see it in today's news on Al Jazeera. Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. Almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest, with anger rising over lockdown measures. Okay? So I told you, there's been tremendous pushback, and that's the good news. A lot of people are standing up. A lot of nations are standing up, because we can't go on like this. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have lost their homes, lost their livelihood, and we're not going to go on like this. And once you make that vow to the universe, you don't have to go on like this, because the power is in the people. So that's the good news, deep divers. Real-time wise man. Shout out to real-time wise man. Ralph in the car, because it's been a wild ride. He's driving away from the 3D. What? Slow motion this side. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We're on a one-way trip out of the Matrix. I like that comment. Real-time wise man. Shout out to real-time wise man. Shout out to everybody here. Let me read the comments, deep divers coming in. And like I always say, make sure you are interacting on the live stream like everyone else, giving thanks. Saltwater Mama, you are appreciated. Blessings unto you, my celestial brother. I am requesting your tune that sounds like it belongs in a Star Wars movie. Love to all of the deep divers. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'll play that in a second. First and foremost, everybody who's on this live, make sure that you smash the like button right now. If you're on this live, smash the like button. Just do that. Smash the like button and share this link. Okay, so I'm not sure which tune you mean, because we got a lot of epic soundtracks. We got a lot of epic soundtracks. We got a lot of epic soundtracks. Hey, we can go on with that. That was just for you. Saltwater Mama. That's what happens when you give thanks. That's what happens when you give thanks, right? But shout out to everyone who's on this beautiful, beautiful live. Time Key. Shout out to Time Key. You are appreciated. Time Key, shout out to Time Key, shout out to everyone who's here. So, like I said, testing times are ahead, but it's nothing that we can't overcome together. And I want to remind you why things have been intensified on the planet, because I told you, The Matrix wasn't a film. The Matrix was a documentary. See, Hollywood always tell you what's going on, because Hollywood, they cast spells on the mass public. It's all rituals. So when people saw the film The Matrix, they thought it was just a movie, not realizing Agent Smith is a real person. Not realizing that there are entities on this planet which do not want to see human beings ascend, because if you ascend, they lose their power. They can only exist if you are in a miserable state. They can only exist when you're like this. When you're like this, lost, confused, feeling sorry for yourself, that's how they exist. But if you are like this, they can't exist. If you're not allowing fear to consume you, you're good to go. And I told you, a lot is happening on the planet. Not only with the push in the Netherlands, okay? Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. Almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest, with anger rising over lockdown measures. But also, like I had said, you see, your boy Bill Gates, okay? A Bill Gates venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? So at the moment, they're trying to block out the sun, because the sun is going to give you the information you need to ascend. And the inorganic ones are doing their best to make sure you live in darkness. That's symbolic of not seeing the light of day. They want to block out the sun. There you see it. A Bill Gates venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. And this is all to prevent global warming, by the way. So in the days ahead, I want you to make sure you're getting as much sunlight as you can, because they do plan to block out the entire sun. And they hope, China already has another artificial sun. If you don't know that, you better know that. They've already created an artificial sun in China. Let me give a shout out to everybody who's here. Samantha Jones, yo, I swear Bill Gates is one of those beings. What do we do if our family are in compliance? Okay, that's a great question. Remind yourself that in these times we're living in, there's going to be a lot of peer pressure. There's going to be a lot of your family members who go along with a program. But you have to realize that not everyone's going to make it. And that's okay. Because not everyone is coming into this dimension with the same mission. Many people have spent their entire life under mind control. They've spent their entire life under heavy programming. You can't expect them to wake up tomorrow. It's going to take time. Just like it took you time. So remind yourself, everyone's at a different stage. You have some people out there, I'm sure people, deep divers, who are like, hey, just believe everything they tell you in the media. I'm sure you know someone like that. Because a lot of these people, that's all they do. They only consume what's given to them. But they'll wake up a long time from now, but one day it will happen for them. But just not now. You got to focus on your soul tribe. You got to focus on people who are just like you. And when you find people who are just like you, when you find someone who's just like you, you have to make sure, Layla, shout out to you. You got to make sure that you connect with these people. You got to make sure you connect with people who are just like you. Because this is how we free ourselves. We got to make sure that we are stargazing with people who get it, just like we get it. We got to make sure we are stargazing with people who get it, just like we get it. Because this is not the time to start persuading people. People have already made up their minds, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's the power. We have to remind ourselves, not everybody is here to believe in your truth, and they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's diving deep, you are appreciated. Sandra, you are appreciated. So once again, if you're on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button and share this link. And I'm going to help you raise your frequency, deep divers. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you heard this song I produced called Summer. Well, You love that song. Okay, a lot of people love that song. Well, I got a treat for you, deep divers, because we got the remix. Can we drop a love bomb on that, please? It's the remix. Okay, we can do that. Let's go. Oh yeah, you know, I'm just giving you a little taste. So that's the remix, deep divers. I might play the whole thing later on. Okay, testing times ahead. Glad you enjoyed that. Oh, that riff. Yes. Shout out to Marco, the wonderful producer. Marco Pagan. Okay. One love to everybody who's here. Reading all of your comments, deep divers. Like I say, this show is not about me. I just put out a video. We're on to the next one. Pardon? I said we're on to the next one. Pardon? I said we're on to the next one, deep divers. Right? So interact. Make sure you interact. You give thanks. I'm going to read comments today. Oh, Dizzle, the Cyber Don. Shout out to you. I'm off the couch, Ralph. Can I get a hello there? Absolutely. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who's just getting off the couch. Shout out to everyone right now who's really preparing themselves for what's coming. Shout out to everyone who's preparing themselves for what's coming. You see, a lot of people know that everything that's going on has a lot to do with the shift. December 21st, it happened, the Great Conjunction, the birth of the new Earth, the movement into the fifth dimension. And if you don't know what the fifth dimension is, I'm going to play a song for you because I told you. You got music, send it to me, okay? And I don't need 5G because I'm living in the 5D. Remember when I said, hey, send me the songs? We got one, deep divers. The amazing Brian Divisions. Listen to the lyrics. This explains what's going on.
Yeah. Shout out Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, Brian Divisions. Yeah. We ain't need no 5G, we in 5D. We ain't need no 5G, we in 5D. We ain't need no 5G, that's unlikely. We in 5D, the fifth dimensional reality. No 5G, we in 5D. We ain't need no 5G, we in 5D. We ain't need no 5G, that's unlikely. We in that 5D, that fifth dimensional reality. Yeah, I don't need no 5G because I live in 5D. I don't need new towers, I just need more of them pine trees. So when I kick it, then you know just where you'll find me. And if you ask, then you know just what the time be. It's now. I'm in the present, in the clouds, but both feet on the ground. To Mother Gaia, connecting to the source of the round. These waters is also infinite, frequencies all surround. Enter and exit my cells through the miracle of sound. But I prefer the natural vibes over those from Cell Tower. Yeah, why so quick to roll it out with no test on its true power? Maybe you should just take your time, give it more than just an hour, and think about the effect you can cause, so don't hide or cower. But we know why, it's the need to constantly progress. Money, power, and success, fear there won't be crumbs left if you're not the one who doesn't win the war or conquest. And prove to the world that you simply think that you are the best. But the real step is to get to 5D, an emotionally open, true and loving light being, not holding grudges or creating blame for fighting, but shining all your truth and light that is so blinding. Light to the darkness, let's take this time and mark this down as the first step of reaping all the harvest. Yeah, ain't it marvelous? We're all life artists, just as smart as Ralph. We're creators who all thought this. So let's unite, without a fear, and bring the light to those we're near. No 5G tower can devour the connection to this planet that is always ours. No 5G, we in 5D. We ain't need no 5G. We in 5D. We ain't need no 5G. That's unlikely. We in 5D, the fifth dimensional reality. No 5G. We in 5D. We ain't need no 5G. We in 5D. We ain't need no 5G. That's unlikely. We in that 5D, that fifth dimensional reality. Yeah.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Yes, 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 yes. That was powerful, Brian. Sheesh. That was amazing, Brian. That was phenomenal. Brian Divisions, thank you so much for that. Shout out to everybody who's diving deep. So, like I told you, deep divers, a lot is happening in the world. And this came in. I saw this article. Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. Almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest, with anger rising over lockdown measures. So we're starting to see that a lot of people are starting to get fed up of lockdown, because a lot of people are no longer willing to live in a world like this. A lot of people are no longer willing to be chained up and locked down. A lot of people are standing up for their freedoms, and that's great to see. That's the good news, deep divers. That's the great news. Once again, if you're on this live, make sure you smash the like button so we can beat the algorithm, because once again, the machine is always hiding information. So smash the like button and share the link. Now, I spoke about in an earlier video that the testing times which are ahead have to do with AI, artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is all around us. It's not a bad thing. You know, I love technology, but technology has its place. I don't have anything against Instagram. I'm on Instagram. And if you haven't yet, make sure you pull out your phone right now and add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart. Do that right now. Okay. Make sure you also check out the amazing book Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. I use technology. Technology is not a bad thing. And that's what I want to get to you. Technology is not evil. Technology is supposed to be helping us make things easier. Technology is supposed to be serving us, not ruling over us. So if you use technology to serve you, that's beneficial. But if you use technology to control yourself, to compare yourself with other people, to have value from it, it's only going to hurt you. What's going on the planet? It has a lot to do with artificial intelligence. Because I told you, time is running out for the inorganic ones. And the world they live in is the artificial world. Everything artificial is what they know about, because they created the artificial world. That's the only world they can exist in. And that's why they're trying to bring you into the artificial reality. Everywhere you go, self-service, okay? Track and trace. Everything is digital because that's the world they live in. We live in the authentic, original world. Spencer Moore, shout out to Spencer Moore. You are appreciated. Ralph, thanks to you for helping during this lockdown, sending loads of love to you. Take that. Take that. Hey, I forgot to do that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Okay. You are appreciated, Spencer. Shout out to Spencer. You are appreciated. Most definitely. Okay. So we got to remind ourselves, deep divers, that a lot is happening on the planet. And we must not allow ourselves to be defeated by COVID-19. We must not allow ourselves to be in fear of COVID-19. Because in actuality, there's nothing to be afraid of. And this is what we all have to recognize every single day. Every single day, to realize there's nothing at all to be afraid of. I want to tell everybody out there who is really sometimes feeling hopeless, make sure that your spirits are high. Make sure you aren't allowing this to consume you. Instead, you're allowing it to be your greatest opportunity to free yourselves from the illusion once and for all. And that's why a lot of people aren't panicking. I'm not panicking because I know that this had to happen because it's got everything to do with the Great Conjunction. We're in a whole new world, a whole new paradigm. And that's why it's a global reset. And that's why I did the video Revelations. In Revelations, you're going to start to see people's true colors. Slow motion this side. You're going to start to see people's true colors in Revelations. You're going to start to see Agent Smith around the place. You're going to start to see Agent Smith all around the place because it's the final end game. Okay? It's the final end game. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Okay, I'm reading your comments. It's not about me. It's about you. I want to hear from you. I want to know what's been on your mind. Neon. Oego. Neo, no ego. I like that. Okay, I like that. Neo, no ego. You are appreciated. I love and respect you, Ralph, eternally. Thank you so much for what you and the universe have shown me. Help me reveal my light and dark side. Anything done with ego perishes. Anything with love flourishes. Oh, baby. Absolutely. I like that. I like that. Let me read it one more time because that was a profound statement. I love and respect you, Ralph, eternally. Thank you so much for what you and the universe have shown me. Help me reveal my light and dark side. Anything done with ego perishes. Anything done with love flourishes. What? Absolutely. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head right there. And that's why we all have to act not in ego. You know, we have to act in the love frequency. And we also, like you just said, we have to embrace the light and the dark side. This is not negative. That's not negative, okay? Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. Almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest with anger rising over lockdown measures. So it's not negative if people are saying we ain't having it. In fact, they are embracing the most primal part of themselves, which is fighting for their freedoms and saying, actually, we don't want to spend the rest of our lives in lockdown. No, thank you. We want to be free. And that's the good news. It's great. I was happy when I saw that. I was happy to see more people standing up, more people saying we ain't having it. I was also happy to see over 100,000 doctors are coming out and they're starting to speak about what's really going on with everything that's happening on the planet. And these are brave doctors who really we have to support, because a lot of these doctors are putting their entire career on the line to give you a greater truth from what the mainstream media are telling you. A lot of these doctors are being silenced. A lot of them are having their license taken away. They're being treated shit. And I'm happy to see, though, there are many doctors who are still speaking up without fear, because this is a medical issue. Always remind yourself of that. Right now, there are a lot of doctors who can become whistleblowers, who can actually spill the beans because they have inside information a lot of the public don't have. Also, a lot of nurses can also do the same thing. I saw a few nurses speaking up, and it was great to see. And we need more of that. Shout out to everybody here. Once again, deep divers, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button and share the link of this live stream so people can know we're live. Cheeky, you are appreciated. Let joy be our anthem. Absolutely. Let joy, oh joy, be our anthem. Absolutely. Powerful. Powerful. And we got to remind ourselves that anytime they're trying to block out something like joy, like what else are they trying to block out, deep divers? Can you remind me? What else are they trying to block out? What else are they trying to block out, deep divers? Shout out to everyone who's here. You are appreciated. I love all of you. Anytime they're trying to block out something, that's probably because it's good for you. Like, what could they be trying to block out right now? What are they trying to do again, deep divers? Oh my gosh. What the hell is this? A Bill Gates venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? And If you don't know about this, you should really get hip to this, because this is very, 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 very important. Because let me read some of it to you. Okay? Let me read some of it to you. Microsoft's billionaire founder Bill Gates is financially backing the development of sun dimming technology that would potentially reflect sunlight out of Earth's atmosphere, triggering a global cooling effect. The stratospheric controlled perturbation experiment, launched by Harvard University scientists, aims to examine this solution by spraying non-toxic calcium carbonate dust into the atmosphere, a sun-reflecting aerosol that may offset the effects of global warming. So we got to remind ourselves, you know, things are getting real on the planet. And I want to remind you to not be afraid of what's happening, but to make sure you're aware of what's happening. This is how we free ourselves. Let me give a shout out to everybody who's here. So many wonderful deep divers here. So many beautiful deep divers here. So many amazing deep divers here. And there are going to be testing times ahead. I would definitely urge a lot of people to really learn how to protect your mental health in a time like this. Let me shout out to Lee Lamar. You are appreciated, Lee. Lamar, fat blessings to you. I appreciate your teachings and all you do. May I collaborate with you. I'm a talented singer and I enjoy your music immensely. No, you can't collaborate with me. Who the hell do you think you are? Of course you can, love. Of course you can, Lee. Like I say, always send me your music. You know, send me your music. And I'm always encouraging musicians, because this is the time of the artist. You see, the fifth dimension is where we all become the artists that we came here to be, the co-creators that we came here to be. And music is the universal language. We can actually shift the entire collective with the right soundtrack. In the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s, you know, music was of a higher frequency. You know, you would listen to the music and it would move you. You had the Bob Marleys, you had all of these people. When you listen to their music, it was amazing. And we have to bring that back on the planet. We have to bring elevating music once again to the masses, because that's part of the solution. Personal growth now, you are appreciated. Thanks for all of the value you provide. You're making huge differences in my life and others. I appreciate that. Personal growth now. Well, the secret is we all are doing it. And I told you, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. There was a film called Ants, okay? And Z the Ant, he was feeling bad. He was feeling sad because he realized that he couldn't do anything against the generals. Okay? Then Z reminded himself that there were millions of ants and only a few generals. So they came up with a plan. Right? So we got to remind ourselves that there are not millions, there are billions of people on this planet. But there's only a few people running the show, or entities running the show, shall I say. Right? But the power is actually in the people. It always has been. It's just that a lot of people don't put value on who they truly are. A lot of people don't also realize that wickedness never takes a day off. Every single day, they got a new horror story for you. Cases going up. It's only going to get worse. Be afraid. Be very afraid. They don't take a day off. So why should you? Slow motion this side. Why should you take a day off? Because the inorganic ones have an agenda to carry out. And that agenda is to make sure you never see the light of day. To make sure that you live and remain disconnected, isolated, no job, can't provide for your family, living in perpetual stress. That's their plan, right? So, like I always tell you, it was planned a long time ago. Everything they do is planned a long time ago. And the only reason why it can work so efficiently is because, why do you think it can work? Because they have one thing that they do, which a lot of people don't do. How many of them are there? There's a lot of them there. Exactly. They're unified. They work together. Most human beings don't work together. They're separate, divided by religion, race, political ideal. The people, I won't even call them people, entities who govern this 3D dimension, they all work together. They always work together. And that's why they can lock down the whole planet in a few months. Because they're on code. And they got work to do. They got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of souls to collect. And they want to see a lot of people suffer. So we often might ask ourselves, what hope do we have? How can we overcome something so organized as the inorganic ones? Oh, it's not hard, deep divers, because the only way they can operate is with your fear. If you remove that from the equation, if you remove that, then they're starting to look a little bit shaky, baby. So even though there will be testing times ahead for a lot of people, choose not to be in fear. Choose to say, actually, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to be the brave one who says, actually, I'm not going to be overcome. I'm going to overcome. So many beautiful deep divers here. Happy to see everyone. Happy to see everyone. The wonderful Claudia, you are appreciated. Shout out to Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. I am so grateful for having you as my mentor, Ralphie. Love is all we need and the greatest force in the universe. I am attracting my twin flame. That's beautiful. That was for you, Claudia. That was for you, Claudia. So there are a number of ways we can all protect ourselves. You see, I talked about it in the earlier video. We got to remind ourselves that, like I said, the next stage of everything that's happening is the artificial intelligence revolution. They want you to connect and integrate with the machine. And that's why every time, I don't know if you've seen The Social Dilemma, right? The Social Dilemma goes like this. Every time you're on the internet whether it's Facebook, Google, whatever it is, any website, they're actually collecting your information, collecting your data. And you're actually training the artificial intelligence. People say, gosh, Ralph, I was just thinking about something, then the computer brought it up. Because that's where we're moving to. Singularity, where computers become smarter than human beings. And this is what the inorganic ones want. That's why everything is happening. And that's why they're collecting your data every single day. In other words, you are creating the entity, the AI, you are creating it. It's using your energy. And that's why it's being programmed to know exactly what you want before you know what you want. Now, I told you, artificial intelligence isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's very useful. It gets dangerous when you let artificial intelligence run the entire show. And this is the world they want to move you into. They want to cut jobs and they want to replace it with machines. And this is where people have to say, wait a minute, we got to prepare ourselves for what's coming, because it's coming very fast. If you've noticed, a lot of people aren't looking at other people. All we're seeing is the eyes. That's it. But if you realize that this is a missing link, because over 93% of communication is nonverbal. So that means we're supposed to be seeing the entire face to communicate. Now, if children don't have this, what does that mean? It means that there's going to be huge mental health crisis down the road. Not only that, a lot of people are going to be lost, depressed, confused, because we didn't come here to be dressed like this 24/7. We didn't come here to be dressed like this either. What's the difference between this and this? What's the difference between this and this? If you look at this girl's face, look at her eyes. What are her eyes telling you? Please help me. What is his eyes telling you? Please help me. Right? So we have to remind ourselves that history has a strange way of repeating itself. And we got to remind ourselves right now that there are going to be testing times ahead, because a lot of people don't realize this system was already on the cards to end December 21st when we had the Great Conjunction. So it seems like the world is ending because of Godzilla. No, the world isn't ending because of Godzilla. The world is ending because this cycle is ending. Age of Pisces is over. Age of Aquarius is just beginning. And in the Age of Aquarius, the water bearer, we're moving to the 5th dimension. And that's incredibly powerful, liberating. It's instant manifestation. It's unity. It's connection. So everything that's happening seems like the world is ending. No, the world is just beginning. So I told you, the inorganic ones have to reverse everything. So it would seem that, oh, it's awful, Ralph. People are are isolated from each other. They're disconnected. No. In fact, this is the time where more people are uniting more than ever. More people are ready to unite more than ever. So when you know astrology and when you know this, when you know that this is the time when millions of people are going to wake up, you got to do something. You got to think fast. You got to say, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? The only thing you can do to buy yourself more time is lock down the planet. That's the only thing you can do, because if you were to open the planet, people are going to come together and they're no longer going to need you. So I want you to remind yourself that there is a spiritual battle happening behind the scenes. Spiritual warfare happening behind the scenes. And the only way to be immune from it is to make sure you're spending time with yourself every single day. That's the only way to be immune from it and get out of the chokehold. Full moon tomorrow. Full moon tomorrow. Okay, so like I told you, deep divers, if you're on this live, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let me play some. Can we breathe in the good ass prana, deep divers? Can we breathe in the good ass prana? Let's do it. Beautiful deep divers, peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. And I'm just breathing in that good ass prana, baby, because it feels so good to be alive, deep divers.
Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby.
Oh yeah, we can go on, deep divers. Jonesy, shout out to Jonesy, Jones Music. Ralph, thank you. Here is some more music to put in rotation. I appreciate that. I tell you what, make sure you DM me the link so I can actually have it before I start the show and I'll play it. So much is happening, deep divers, and I really want you to choose love over fear, freedom over slavery. Spend some more. Shout out to you, Ralph. This has helped me. Might help your viewers. Song by Ian Brown. Track is called Little Seed. Okay. I'm going to listen to that after this. I hope you know that, Spencer. I hope you know that, Spencer. So like I told you, if you're just joining the live, welcome. Smash the like button, share the link. And we have some good news that a lot of people there's been a lot of pushback recently. I came across this story in Al Jazeera. Okay. Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest, with anger rising over lockdown measures. Okay. And it goes on. But a very interesting article to check out there. Very interesting article. But I want to remind you that right now we're in the greatest position to really free ourselves. Because when we have people in numbers, huge numbers, coming out and really saying, actually, I know who I am. Actually, I know my real power. This is where it gets interesting in the story. This is where it gets interesting. Because remind yourself, they didn't want you to wake up. Because the moment you wake up, you're no longer a slave. Now, you're a free woman, a free man. That's what happens when you wake up. You break the ropes. You break the shackles. You break the chains. And that's what's happening all around the world. We've got to remind ourselves what we really came here to do on the planet. And when I ask myself that question, deep divers, I say, wait a minute. I came to do a little samba, baby. Wait a minute. I came here to go 80s, baby. Right? That was for you, Spencer. And shout out to everyone who is here. Like I say, deep divers, if you made it here, congratulations. If you are on the quest to really freeing your mind, if you are on the journey to freeing your mind from the mind control, congratulations. If you are choosing love, congratulations. If you are choosing to speak your heart and mind, congratulations. And like I told you, been reading everyone's comment. This is an interactive show. Leave a comment, give thanks. I'm going to read your comment. Just like Fantastic Bruiser. Shout out to you. I need some advice. What can I do to feel like myself again? I don't know how to find resolve within. I just feel stuck. What can I do to further elevate? I have no drive, no motivation anymore. Much love. Well, first and foremost, you are appreciated. Fantastic Bruiser. And let me tell you this, because a lot of people have been struck with a bolt of lightning, it seems. A lot of people have lost it all, it seems. A lot of people are out of a job, out of a way of living they used to live. It's not easy for a lot of people. But let me tell you this. this is the greatest time to find yourself again. Even though I use technology, I'm never used by technology. Sometimes it's great just to disconnect and actually go to the mountains, go to the valley, take a look at Mother Nature's wonder. And this is how to get clarity back. When you feel lost, Fantastic Bruiser, make sure you realize it's okay. It's okay. You know, I've been lost. In fact, it was quite fun, to be honest. Right? It's not a bad thing. You know, our society, we've said, hey, we always have to find out what we're here to do. No, it's okay to be lost, because let's face it, the whole of the planet right now is in utter chaos. So it's easy for us all to feel lost, disorientated, not knowing which direction to turn. And when you are lost, you got to do what this guy is doing here right now. You got to just go anywhere where the wind takes you. You know, Alice in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat says to Alice, Alice, where do you want to go? Alice says, I don't know. So the Cheshire Cat says, Alice, if you don't know where you want to go, any road will take you there. Slow motion this side. Right? So remind yourself that you have to, if you feel stuck, don't be too hard on yourself. At the same time, take a break sometimes off TikTok, off Instagram, off Facebook. Take a break from comparing yourself to other people on social media. This is why a lot of people feel stuck. Because every single day you wake up and you compare yourself to other people. And this is why a lot of people are depressed on the planet. This is why a lot of people are confused on the planet, because they got you looking outside of yourself. So learn how to just disconnect. Like this woman here, this beautiful woman here. She's in nature. She's in her own zone. She's got the sage going, right? She's vibing right now. That's what you got to do, because that's the secret to really finding out who you truly are. You have to let it go. You got to also learn how to think for yourself. That is essential. Take a trip, okay? Like me, I'm just driving right now, okay? Take a trip somewhere. Take a trip. Shout out to everyone who's here, Deep Divers. You are appreciated. Once again, make sure you smash the like button so we can beat the algorithm. Smash the like button and also share this link with other people. Faith Lives, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. I used to live in Hilo years ago. The blackouts were real. Do you live on the Big Island, USA? Going. Keep people in mask another year. I am moving to Gila? Sick of the States. Okay. Shout out to you. I spend a lot of time in Oahu. Beautiful place. Beautiful island in Hawaii. Shout out to everyone who's here. Reading all of your comments. You know, a lot of people are getting sick of the States. And not just sick of the States, but the condition people are in. And it's only because we've created a breeding ground for this thing to continue more. And the only way to stop the breeding ground is to stop being afraid. The problem isn't the United States. It's people. You know, United States is just a landmass, which is entirely neutral. It's the people inside of places which can make a place irritable to live in. And much of the world right now has the biggest challenge yet. And that challenge is to really find its greatness again. We want to see what you can do when your back is against the wall. We want to see how you're going to get out of this one, humanity. How are you going to get out of this one? So it's not a bad thing that's happening. If we can flip it around and make it the greatest thing that ever happened, because it moved us to become our greatest versions. So let's always remind ourselves of that what looks like a bad thing can actually be a blessing in disguise. Do you know how many people I know, deep divers personally, who are like, even me, let me take myself. I've been learning how to play the piano again. I've been playing more of the guitar. I've been meeting with people. I've been doing things I probably wouldn't have done if this thing didn't happen. You know, a lot of people spending more time with their children. A lot of people taking more time to meditate, find out who they really are. That's only because this whole thing happened. And if you remember, when the lockdown first happened, it was so quiet. You could go outside. It's just you in nature. You could actually hear Mother Nature speak to you. And it was like a way of cleansing the air, because there's always so much pollution. When this thing first happened back in March, no cars on the road. Mother Nature was loving it. So sometimes what looks like a bad thing can sometimes be a blessing in disguise if we know how to look at it with the right eyes. So many beautiful deep divers here. Let me give a shout out to the wonderful Lynn. You are appreciated, Lynn. Shout out to Lynn. The magnificent Lynn Winters. I am so thankful, grateful, and blessed, and oh, so joyful that we are here together again. And there is no, I like the capital, Lynn. I like the capital no. There is no such thing as too late to arrive to receive the group embrace. One love, Lynn. Lynn. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a beautiful, beautiful way of looking at it. Beautiful way of looking at it. And we have to remind ourselves that's what it's all about. You see, there is no such thing as too late to arrive to receive the group embrace. We got to remind ourselves, deep divers, that our power comes from our connection with each other. And if we can be in that place of the group embrace, just like Lynn said, it will only get better. Shout out to the wonderful Lynn. So many beautiful deep divers here. Shout out to Spencer. Spencer Moore, you are appreciated. We all want to know if you are all good because we all care about you, dude. Oh, I thank you. Thank you, Spencer. I'm all good and I'm all bad. I'm the yin and the yang, hot, cold, water, fire. Shout out to you, Spencer. Jay Riaz. Jay Riaz, shout out to you. What is the best way to eat a budget plant-based diet? Right now, I'm in a situation where I have to eat to survive and not live. Message me on IG. Hey, you just put it in here so we can talk here. Let me tell you this. Shout out to everyone who's really doing the plant-based on a low budget. You can do it on a low budget. You don't need a lot of money. What she's eating right now is not going to break the bank. And you can get, what she got? Avocados, pomegranates, tomatoes, cucumbers, lemon. You got a lemon on the side, right? So what did that cost her, deep divers? But she's eating very highly nutritious foods at a not expensive cost. So I know the saying, whole foods, whole paycheck. right? We used to go to Whole Foods and say it's whole paycheck. No, Whole Foods is not whole paycheck. You got to invest in your health, deep divers. You got to invest in your health. You know, and shout out to everyone who is plant-based right now. Shout out to everyone who's choosing to eat to live. Shout out to everyone who's cleansing their gut out, who's detoxing, because that's the secret to turning this whole thing around as well. The best way to eat on a low budget, if you want to go plant-based, is to make sure you don't buy dessert, right? Do not buy desserts, please. Just use that money to buy other stuff. If you don't buy desserts, you'll have enough for what exactly you need to eat. Grow your own foods. You know, make sure you realize food is the most important investment you can make. You know, when it comes to food, don't play around with your health. Deep divers, don't play around with your health. You better put the money up. You better put the money up when it comes to your health. You better say, actually, I'm going to spend all my money on superfoods. Because if I'm healthy, if I'm eating to live, I can be here for a long time. Because a lot of people, they might spend their money on clothes, technology, laptops, but you want to invest all your money into food. Because the better food you eat, the better quality of your life is going to be. That's just plain and simple. I've seen it. The higher quality foods you eat, the higher quality life you're going to have. Shout out to Dr. Sabi, my food mentor. And I got to get his wife, because we had spoke, deep divers. I'm going to bring her on the live stream. Most definitely. I think a lot of people are going to be excited for that, because we got to do the whole plant-based show, right? We got to do the whole plant-based show. But that was a great question. Avocados are very good. You know, avocados are amazing. You know, and shout out to everyone who's eating to live today. So, like I told you, deep divers, a lot is happening. There's been a lot of pushback. That's the big news. Netherlands rocked by third night of rioting over COVID curfew. Almost 500 people arrested in 3 days of unrest, with anger rising over lockdown measures. So we can already see tremendous pushback. We can already see people finding themselves once again. And this is the solution to everything. And once that happens, well, you'll just say, "Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there?" Deep divers would just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I know you enjoy the show. I love all of you, okay? Make sure, deep divers, you get the good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes, spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And of course, if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, go and buy the clothing. Check out the best-selling book, Deep Divers Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon, and at ralphsmart.com/the-book. Make sure you get more life-changing information. And that's how we do it. I told you. Right now, push yourself to say, actually, I can achieve more in life. I just put out a video, Deep Divers, and I've just done another video over 1.5 hours. So we just done 2 videos in one day. And I could go another 5 hours, but I want to give you time to digest this sacred, powerful information. So we have to remind ourselves we came here to level up. Before 2019, I wasn't live streaming. That was the missing link. Then I said, hey, if I can learn how to live stream, it's a wrap. And that's what happened. Deep divers, I love all of you. I know you enjoy this. Smash the like button right now. If you're on this live, smash the like button and share the link of this live. I love all of you. Once again, let love guide you, not fear. You are appreciated. The Midnight Hunter. You are appreciated, brother. So we're going to rock out, deep divers. Have a beautiful day and check out the latest video as well. You got a lot of videos to watch, okay? We're going to rock out. One love to you. Let's go. so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the spoon. Oh yeah, deep divers, you are appreciated. I love all of you. Like I say, smash the like button. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to listen to this one again because we talked about a lot of jewels and gems in this one. One love to everybody. Deep divers, we out. Have a beautiful day. Let's go.